What's up, it's IC, and it seems that every week a new rapper is announcing that they're working with another artist on a project. And with so many rumored collabs in the works, it only makes sense that a few of them will never see the light of day. Here are 4 previously announced high-profile collab albums that most likely are never coming out. The first collab I chose is XXXTENTACION and Joey Badass. X announced the project back in January of this year, with Joey confirming that it was true that the two were working on an album. It really was a collab that had potential to be insanely good. The two artists could have brought out the best in each other, as Joey's amazing technical rapping ability would have challenged X to bring some fire verses to the table, and X's creativity and artistic vision would have pushed Joey out of his comfort zone, which is rapping over classic boom bap beats. Unfortunately, X was killed before the project came out, so all we have is 2 previously released tracks by the duo, which are King's Dead Freestyle and Infinity. Although it's very unlikely that they completed the project before X's death, let's hope they at least recorded some songs that will be released in the future. The next collab album I'm going to discuss is Drake and Kanye's album, which was announced in February of 2015 by Kanye. The duo ramped up the hype for the album when a billboard was put up in August of 2016, which read Calabasas is the new Abu Dhabi, and had the logos of both Drake's label OVO and Kanye's label Good Music. For some context, Calabasas is where both the artists live. Although the collab project seemed likely back then, a lot has happened between the two artists since then. First, Kanye went on a rant while he was on tour, where he targeted Drake for working with DJ Khaled and making the pop rap hit for free. They also have a more recent beef, where Drake's mad at Kanye because Kanye produced the beat on Pusha T's song Infrared, which is a track where Pusha disses Drake. And Drake also thinks that Kanye was the one who leaked the info about his secret son, Adonis, to Pusha T. So it's fair to assume that disdain among the two artists will keep the collab from being released. It's a shame, because Drake and Kanye are 2 of the biggest hitmakers in the industry, and all their collabs have been so fire. Forever is a really old song at this point, but still a banger. Drake also contributed sparingly to all of the lights, and their track Glow went under the radar, but it's still a really good vibey song. I'm also going to mention a collab album that was going to be between tons of different artists, which is the Good Music collaborative album, Cruel Winter. This is the follow-up to Cruel Summer, released back in 2012. The project wasn't amazing, but it spawned a few really good songs, like Mercy and the Don't Like remix. And since the release of Cruel Summer, all the artists signed to Good Music have gotten much more popular and have elevated their artistry significantly. A project with Kanye West, Travis Scott, Big Sean, and Pusha T leading the way would have so much potential. And there are also so many less popular but still extremely talented artists on Good Music. We've gotten a taste of the album, as the first single rumored to be on the project was released in 2015, which is the song Champions. The track wasn't super impressive, but it was still a banger and had some good verses. Unfortunately, we probably will never get to listen to the full album, because it was announced and given a trailer way back in 2012. And 6 years have passed since then, with people affiliated with the label saying it's releasing, and then saying it's not releasing, and just constantly flip-flopping like that. But there's been no talk about Cruel Winter over the past year, and the music is probably starting to sound dated. Plus, barely any albums get dropped 6 or more years after being announced. So this one's a project that will probably never be heard. The last one I'm going to mention is one that you knew was coming. It's the Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole album. This is the most hyped collab probably to ever exist in rap. It was announced back in 2010, and in the time since then the two artists have grown the reputation as being some of the best lyricists and storytellers in the rap game. The hype train was fueled again in 2015, with the two artists remixing each other's songs, with Cole going in over the beat for Alright, and Kendrick bodying the instrumental of A Tale of Two Cities. However, like Cruel Winter, this is an album that's just been getting teased for too long. It's something that would have happened by now if it were going to happen, and with both artists being so huge, it would be a lot of trouble to release it, because neither artist would want the collab to be released too close to the unveiling of their own solo project, because both rappers like to build anticipation for solo material by staying pretty quiet between album releases. Although they definitely have some tracks recorded, a full-fledged collaborative album is something that's just not realistic anymore. Thanks for staying till the end of the video. If you enjoyed my content, it would mean a lot if you could like, share, or subscribe, and comment down below if you have any thoughts on the collab albums I talked about. Thanks and have a nice day.